Well, I'm coffeeed up, jazzed up, dressed up, pumped up. Let's go.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, the first thing I know I'm going to buy is this wonderful candy dish on a stem here with the silver overlay decoration on it. I'm looking for things to brighten up the interior, and I think it's great to decorate in blue glass, clear glass, silver, anything that sort of celebrates ice and snow. And I think this is really nice. Okay, it's got flowers on it. See the silver? And what I like about it is it's not one of those 25th anniversary things. So this is something I think when you take your Christmas decorations down, that's a good replacement. And it's $4.99. I think it might be 33% off today. So yeah, absolutely. Stick that in there. And then I found this nice decorated plate, hand-painted plate. That's really springy, isn't it? Summery. What are those, poppies? No. I'm gonna get in trouble with my flowers, so forget that. This is probably Bavarian porcelain. It is, and it's been painted by someone. It's $2.99, and so that would be nice with a teacup. So that's gonna come home with me. I was spying this. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, the colors are vibrant, and it's a piece of Leeware. How about that? See there on the back? Patent applied for, and that's $4. Now that's a big plate, big platter. I like it, but that's going to go in a box that's larger than 12, 12, 12. So maybe not on that piece, and maybe not on that piece. Okay, so we've got these two in the cart, and you know, I'm not really. This is the King's Crown Thumbprint Amber. I like these plates. They're $1.49 each. There looks like there's maybe 8 of them there. I'm not quite ready to start buying amber items for next autumn's sales quite yet. So, ooh. I just spied this. Okay, now, what is that date to? That's right, the 30s. When you see those square plates with sort of the beveled edge corners, I guess that's what you might call that. Now, I don't know who made it, but could be HL. Nope, it's not Homer Laughlin. It is Regina. That's new to me. Regina PCP Company, 135. All right, these have a nice look. Of course, they're modern, but I'm attracted to the blue and white pattern on there. Williamsburg Townscape, Colonial Williamsburg, hand-painted, microwave safe. Those are pretty, but not what I'm looking for, as I pretty much don't buy new things. We all know what that is. And here's some iridescent glass, but it's not quite what I'm looking for today. Not really what I'm in the market for. So let's go to the next aisle. Now, what does that look like? It sure does look like McKee Innovation. The innovation was that it was pressed glass and wheel cut as well. They did both on them. So it's $12.99. Let me get this out of here. It is heavy. It's not going to be marked, of course. And yeah, that's the way that I've had pieces of McKee Innovation before, and the pattern has been a little bit different. The flowers have been cut differently, so it's heavy enough, and it sure does look like it. Remember those lamps a while back that were McKee Innovation vases, and they had been drilled? It's going to date to, I think, prior to 1920. But, you know, you got all that information floating around in your head. You sometimes get it wrong or you sometimes forget. So you can fact check me on that.
Baby, that's the only thing I'm plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you'll always find. For gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets will worth dozens sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love.
Look up McKee Innovation. Okay. Is this just supposed to look not old, but supposed to look old? Well, no, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's trying to look a little older than it is. Oh, what am I tangled up in? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna spill my coffee again. Well, drat, said the cat. That's a typical early 1930s occasional table, or sometimes called a radio table. Can't you see the nice big old Philco cathedral sitting right there? So, unfortunately, the legs have been painted gray. And even though the wood on the top, now there's a split there. Listen, you can glue and clamp that. The top isn't bad. It's been refinished, and it appears as though possibly, even though that looks like a nice surface, there was probably another veneer on the top which has come off. So that may be the reason why they painted it. Either the veneer on the top was missing or it was in really bad shape. But I have to admit, the hardwood underneath is very attractive. Usually underneath the walnut veneers, the base wood is unattractive, but the top has been refinished nicely. But I'm certainly not a fan of the gray legs, but it happens. Well, that's the 30s for you right there. We're not going to take that with us. So I've shopped around in here. There's a lot of furniture that I wouldn't necessarily be interested in. I did not find any glassware here. I had an interesting conversation with a very unique lady who was commenting on these because I picked them up to look at them. I like both of these, but I think we'll leave these two pets right here. I'm not going to spend any more time in this particular thrift shop, so let's hop in the car and head to the next destination. Well, as you know, 100 years ago when our great-grandparents went on vacation, they didn't buy baseball caps, t-shirts, or refrigerator magnets, but they would come home with something like this, maybe a souvenir spoon or a Flow blue plate. Now, sadly, I'm going to leave this one here. From the front, it looks pretty good, but there's a big chip in the back and a crack, which you can see from the front. Now, these collector plates, even though this one is at least 100 years old, there's not a great deal of value. Although, I should take that back, because depending on what the scene is. Now, this is Detroit. And of course, we know poor old Detroit these days, it may be struggling to come back. I haven't looked at my Detroit updates in a while, but most of these buildings that we see, sadly, on this plate are probably in pretty bad shape or have been torn down. I guess, you know, Detroit's one of those sad stories. Beautiful old buildings, so there's collectability to this plate. And that's really because of the fact that, as I said, Detroit has declined. So I'm really sad that that chip and the crack is in the back. But we're going to leave you here, poor old Detroit. Going to leave you right there. Well, now I've stepped into an antique store to take a break from thrifting, and I'm in a booth that says 50% off all Christmas. And I'm going to warn you, you guys are going to throw poison darts at your television set because I'm going to show you something that I'm not going to buy. And you're going to say, "What? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?" Look at this church. Probably homemade. May have been actually from a kit. It's $18, which actually is half price. So that's elementary school math. You're saying, "Why don't you buy it?" Well, I know. It appears to be from maybe the 1960s. This is just this, styrofoam stuff. And it's, held together with straight pins and beads. And there's a little bit missing here and there. It does have a light on the inside. Light bulb so it lights up. These need to be fixed. And there's a music box with the handle broken off. And we need to reattach the steeple, but not bad for someone who likes homemade Christmas decorations from the 1960s. Again, as I said, it might have been a kit. I don't know if it was ready-made that way, but yeah, it's actually just something that I don't want to put in storage for a year, although you can sell Christmas year-round. What is that? Stone mother of pearl picture, $50. 1930s mirror. Did you throw darts at the TV set because I'm not going to buy it? Go back and get it! Go back and get it! Look at these dresser lamps right here. You know I love that. $38 for the pair of those. And I don't see any other Christmas items in here that would be on sale. There's your typical array of salt and pepper shakers, which I haven't sold any in quite a while. Well, I don't have any for sale, I guess is what I should say. Okay. I'm still in New Jersey, covered in snow. Ooh, look at this bookcase in mahogany. That's nicely done. Is that a not for sale bookcase? I don't know. Look at this Art Deco Czechoslovakian tea set. It's only $65 and it's missing the creamer. 6 cups, 6 saucers, teapot, there's the sugar bowl, and no creamer. It might be very difficult to ever find a creamer on this, but then, this is something that you could just hold on to. So there's the Czechoslovakian mark on the back, probably from the this probably dates before the war, Second World War. We're probably in the mid-30s. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to tell you, pink and silver, I'm not over the top, me personally, but I'll tell you, if it were green and this was outlined in black, I would get it even without the creamer. There's the sugar bowl up there. Yeah, it's in good condition, but I just wish it were complete. So that's one of those I'm gonna walk away from. I've never seen that one before, that set before. It's very nice. And let's get out from under this radio speaker. Well, I'm gonna give you just 1 second to figure out what's going on with these angels. $24 for the 3. That's a great price, but one has a broken wing. I've never seen this set before. They're a decent size and they're playing baseball. Glove, baseball, there's the bat, and this angel over here is saying 2 strikes. Wow. Now the wing that's broken is right here. I have to tell you, if there were no damage, I would have bought these. And I may regret it. Perhaps I'll check the comps. Some of these Christmas sets, and it's sort of Christmassy, I guess. Some of these can sell for well over $100. Now, I don't know how rare this baseball playing set is. And it might be worth checking even with the broken wing, which someone could repair. $24 made in Japan. All right, I'll check those before I go. Oh, here are, three Vienna art plates. So these are metal plates, and they're referred to as Vienna art plates. Oftentimes on the back there'll be advertising. Sometimes there's even advertising on the front. They're highly collectible, and they can sell anywhere from, $10 up to the hundreds, depending on their condition and what's depicted on them. I think I've got one at home that talks about one of the old Philadelphia hotels. I'll have to show that to you. There's old Nipper, the Victor dog. Well, you have seen a few of the things that I placed in my cart this morning. How have I done today?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
A little lackluster, but I'm happy with the things that I bought, and I'm happy with the things that I left behind. So don't feel defeated, thrifters. Remember what I say. You make your money when you spend your money. It's not all about making money, because there are times when I buy things that I resell, and it's worth the time and effort to resell it, but there's just something about that item that says, I'm good, I'm quality, save me, and resell me. But I am happy, as I said, with what I bought. Let's take a look at a few of the things. Here is a wonderful big roaster. And of course it's enamel, and it's in yellow and black. So if you've got a 1940s kitchen, this would be fantastic. And it's in really good shape for enamel ware. Can you use this? You bet you can. Throw a pot roast in there, some carrots and potatoes, put this in the oven. It'll be fantastic. Well, some of this stuff is being reproduced in China, so be careful. It usually does say China on the bottom. This has nothing on the bottom, and I know it's an old one. So a nice big sunny yellow roaster. Now there's something on the inside, so let's open it up. This will be for sale eventually, and again, as I said, the condition on this thing is fantastic. It's like Christmas again. Oh. Actually, I forgot that I bought these, and I just bought them like 2 hours ago. So, first of all, for sale is this fantastic, does it say Nippon? Where are my cheaters? I think this is a, yes, it's hand-painted Nippon. That's going to put it sometime before 1921. And look at this beautiful, now it's not a hair receiver, because there'd be a hole there, to jam the lady's hair down in. So this is just a little trinket dish, powder dish, rings and things, cotton balls, powder, whatever you'd like it to be on the lady's vanity. And there would have been several other pieces that matched it. Let's get this sticker off so we can really appreciate it. There is the price tag, and here is the beautiful little piece from a dresser set. Nice. Porcelain. Yeah. And so Nippon pretty much, oh, and there's Moriage on it. I didn't realize that when I bought it. Nippon, of course, is going to appear on porcelain from Japan from 18 Is it 1891 to 1921? I think that's right. I know in 1921, Customs said, no more Nippon, you got to say Japan. And from 1921, roughly, Japan was being used. All right. And then, two more things to show you. Look at these Art Deco yellow salt and pepper shakers. And we're missing one cork, but aren't these fantastic? And I totally believe that these are they're unmarked, so I'm going to guess American made, and 1930s. You see, if it were, what helps is this huge cork in here, you know, the modern salt and pepper shakers. If this was something that, say, was made in the 1980s, it would have the little tiny plastic corks, not these old-fashioned big corks in the bottom. So, and you know, someone had $9 for the pair in a store, but this was $3.99 when I got them. So I'm happy about those. And then, I have never shown you, but I have a big collection of a fantastic made in Japan Art Deco tea set with cups and saucers and creams and sugars and salt and peppers and plates and this and that and whatnot, and sherbet dishes. It's extremely hard to find. I bought that set probably 35 years ago. It might even, well, no, wait a minute. About 30 years ago. Yeah, I was about 25. 30 years ago is when I bought that set. And I think in the 30 years, once in a blue moon, a piece or two will show up on eBay. Once or twice in those 30 years have I ever found any pieces to match that Art Deco set. And today I found, look at this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 berry bowls. And they're not saucers. They kind of look... Okay, so see the bowl? Look at these wonderful circles in this fantastic 1930s deco design. Now what they say on the bottom is Mapoko ware, and Mapoko ware, we see here Mapoko ware made in Japan. You will also find Mapoko, I've seen it made in Germany, but not this pattern, and I want to say another country as well. Japan, Germany, and this is porcelain, and it is thin. I happen to know this came in one other color, brown, kind of just an ugly, you know, brown and white. But these are the blue and white circles, and I've actually never shown you the collection because right now it's all boxed up. Yes, wow. So this was $8.99, and this was a fantastic find. You just wait until I unpack that whole set, and can you imagine cups and saucers and plates? And yeah, I know I already said that. This made actually the day for me. That made the day. So not for sale because this goes with that set that I have. And then a few other things. I'm not going to show you everything. I want you to tune in tomorrow. Okay, it's 3 o'clock and I've got my gym bag in the back, and so let's go hit the treadmill. Oh, I almost forgot. It was half price. How could I resist? German favorites of the early 1950s. I think it's time to go inside, put a little schmecken in the oven, slip into my lederhosen, throw this on the Telefunken, and see what happens. Well, that's all for now. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching. Wait for the cat. See you tomorrow. So long for now.